What's up? We're here for another very exciting, it's so exciting episode of the WULFF DEN Podcast, because today, the main topic is everyone's favorite musical artist.
The real video game auteur in the world. Coming to really shake up the console wars are back, baby.
Yeah,
Microsoft is out, but a scrappy new youngcomer is rising through the ranks and is going to show them big corporations what's what.
This is the only thing that happened this week.
It's not the only thing. It is the funniest thing.
Okay. So we will talk about that.
Yes.
Obviously, Soulja Boy has a new console.
Which who, you might say?
Also, Retroid, more updates on the big Retroid controversy,
Yes.
which also ties into Soulja Boy's new console, believe it or not. Anyway, and then I guess we have other things to talk about, other less important things. Nintendo patents might not be legitimate.
Yeah.
Which is
Ooh,
cool.
who would have thought?
We're gonna shit all over Microsoft a few more times,
As we do, it's coming a sport, as it were, on this show.
and that's it.
Okay.
That's basically everything. But first, it's November. Happy November.
Yes, it is. November is upon us. It is the first Tuesday in November, which means it's also election day. Make sure you go out and vote.
Go vote.
Yeah. And even if you don't live in New York City, you can still vote for Mondani. Just saying.
You can't. You can't do that.
Well, really, because that's what Twitter is making me believe. That every state can vote in the New York City election.
If you don't live in New York,
Yes.
you can still bitch about New York on Twitter.
Anyway, you get free games if you're subscribed to PlayStation Plus, starting with Bob's favorite game, Stray for PS4 and PS5. EA
That's
Sports.
been free before, has it not?
No. So that was... We'll get to the other games. So this was the big day one exclusive for PlayStation Plus, like the higher tier.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So now if you're poor and you don't have the higher tier PlayStation Plus subscriptions and you just have the lower tier ones.
If you're poor and also pay for PlayStation Plus, then
you get Stray for PS4 and PS5. EA Sports.
I believe that people who are poor deserve better than Stray.
EA Sports WRC 24 for PS5. And
actually, I like off-roading games.
yeah,
I might like that.
Yeah, a good off-road racing game is fun. And Totally Accurate Battle Simulator tabs for PS4 and PS5.
That game looks fun. People like that game.
Oh,
That's a good, like, mess-around game.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
Give that a shot.
Yeah, give those games a shot aside from Stray.
Yes.
I remember, like, dude,
people liked Stray. I'm being
game
overly
came out,
critical.
Like, everyone was like, "Yeah, man, the cat game. You got to play the cat game." And I don't want to play.
People just like cats.
I know, but like, can I be controversial on the show?
You don't like
Can
cats?
can I get political on the show?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cats suck. Like, get a dog. Get a real animal.
It takes a certain kind of somebody to like cats.
Yeah.
I think that you have to hate yourself a significant amount before you like cats.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
cats don't like you.
Yeah.
You have
So
a thing in your house that doesn't like you.
You need something just as misanthropic as you in order to, like, function, you know?
Okay. I'm being told that our audio is out of sync again.
Okay. Well, blame the cats.
If the chat didn't say anything, it was just Hannah telling me. So, does anybody care? Does anybody in the chat care? My cats love me, actually. They're lying to you.
Yeah.
There's no love like a dog's love, okay?
There really isn't. They
love everybody.
They are so stupid, but they are so, like, passionate towards their owners.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's great. I wished an idiot loved me as much as a dog loves their owner.
As a doofy little dog.
Yeah, see, the problem is my wife is too smart, so that's why she doesn't like me as much as a dog would.
Anyway, I just didn't like Stray because it was a short game.
Mm-hmm.
The mechanics were bad. It was like a stealth platformer, but the platforming wasn't actual platforming. It was like janky and weird. But like you were supposed to like it because you're just playing as a cat.
Right.
And that's it. I think that chat knows that there's a baseline of technical difficulty and a slight desync is manageable. Okay, that's the difference between my wife and the chat. She has a higher standard of us than the chat does.
Real ones put up with the chat with the audio stream.
I think that it's just this camera though. I think that the other cameras probably.
I think you might be right.
Should have checked that. We did a test beforehand, and that is not one of the things I tested.
Yep. Well, put on your notes for next time.
Put on my notes for next. Soulja Boy in the big 2025. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, that's all the PlayStation games.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Soulja Boy?
We can talk about Soulja Boy.
Talk about Soulja Boy. Also noticing the camera has not switched to either of us. That's good. I'm glad we tested everything beforehand. Okay. There's a new Soulja Boy console. Here it is, Souljagame Flip. If you are a fan of retro handhelds, you know exactly what this is. Even down to the pictures, you'll notice the name is cropped off. That's because this is just a Retroid Pocket Flip.
Specifically the 6.
No, sorry.
No, sorry.
Flip 2.
Oh.
The Flip 2.
Got it.
So I should have had this up before I did all this. That's the exact same picture.
Yeah.
All of the pictures are the same.
Yeah.
I want to find this one. This one has the flip cut off.
Yeah.
Even down to the text in the top right, it's all exactly the same. Same colors, same thing on the background, the little background that it has. Everything's the same. I didn't even notice this at first. There's only 2 things in this marquee that are different than on Retroid's promotional imagery.
Right.
There's his video. He took a video of him with it.
Right.
Again, clearly a Retroid Flip 2. But there's also a picture of the box, which is just a Retroid Pocket Flip 2 box. You can see it says Retroid right there. And then he just put souljagame on it, souljaboy.net.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I discovered this a few days ago, or was it 2 days ago? Or yesterday, even? I don't remember.
I think it was yesterday, yeah.
When I discovered it, it was $200, which is cheaper than the Pocket Flip 2. That is $209 on sale.
That is interesting.
So that's actually pretty cool. You can get I don't know what's going to be on the Soulja console, but the specs seem to be identical. Everything looks the same. So how did he get these things for cheaper? Well, now it's $436.50. And people were saying this was the price originally. So it was this price. Then people connected the dots, and then he lowered the price, and now he raised the price again. So this is more than double the cost of a Retroid Pocket Flip 2.
Right.
So presumably he just bought a bunch of Retroid Pocket Flip 2s, assuming nobody knows what those are.
Yeah.
And put souljagame.net or whatever on it. And now he's selling them.
So this is not the first time Soulja Boy has danced with trying to make a video game console.
No.
Because in 2018, he released the original Souljagame, which were rebranded Anbernic handheld consoles.
Now that I didn't know.
Yes. That was in December of 2018.
Which Anbernic?
Let's see.
I knew he did home consoles. I didn't know he did handhelds ever, honestly.
Console appears to actually be Anbernic's retro mini video game console. Not on AliExpress anymore.
Retro mini. I mean, this is what would you say? 2018.
2018.
There weren't many. Can I see what it looks like?
Of course, it's not on. Oh, this one.
That's a home console.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an Anbernic?
Yes.
I didn't know Anbernic made home consoles.
Wait, is this the?
It looks like a really, really shitty Series S.
Or this might be. What we're getting at here is he's done this a lot.
Now,
I think this is the TRDR Pocket. No, that's also no. The TRDR Pocket is the Anbernic was ripping off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Okay.
The home console. What is this? This is a.
There's Retro Dodo showing it off. I remember that. This was This was more recently. This was not. This was 2021. This happened.
Really? Because this article's from 2018.
That's probably the article. Also has the home console.
Yes, but I'm trying to find out now what is this home console.
Soulja Boy's new 2021 game console. This is the home home console. I have while you look that up, I have a dilemma. Okay. My dilemma. Also, I think the TRDR is it's a Powkitty A19. So that's what that was. Retro Dodo has it right here. My dilemma here is that this would make a banger video if I.
This would be a really funny video. Yeah.
But there's a couple of reasons why I don't want to do it. One, I didn't get the Retroid Pocket Flip 2 because I didn't like the Retroid Flip 1 at all.
Mm-hmm.
And there doesn't seem to be much different between a Retroid Pocket Flip 2 and like the Retroid Pocket 4. So I didn't feel like it was worth making a whole video on that. This is interesting because Soulja Boy is making it interesting. But then I would have to also buy a Retroid Pocket Flip 2 to like show a comparison. So I need to buy two consoles that I don't want.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to support this as much as and I don't want to draw attention to it. And also, I have a weird feeling about making a video just to dump all over something. Like if I know I'm not going to like it, I don't want to necessarily make a video about it.
It's one of those situations where he's the type of guy where like any publicity is good publicity. So like he would see that, he would like find like a clip of you saying something about it and post it all over his social media and be like, yo, this guy said it's good. And then when you come back at him, he'll just like attack you for being a poser. And
I mean, that I honestly don't mind that.
Right.
I just don't like the idea of making a video just dogpiling. You know,
right?
Like it's pretty clear that like this is a stupid thing.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'm not even like against the whole drop shipping thing.
Yeah,
like I'm not even against him like rebranding it, but like to put a little more effort into it.
Oh yeah,
maybe put like a nice launcher on the consoles or something. You know, maybe like guss it up a little bit. It's at this point, it's like a piece of Soulja Boy merch.
Yeah,
so like I don't really even mind that. It's just that it's an astronomical price. It's more than double. And it's literally just a sticker on the box. It's not even like a cool sticker. It's a label that he printed.
It's not even like an official sticker because like Retroid has come out and said like this is not being done in collaboration with us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. Yes.
Yeah, that I think that's like the big thing.
So
where
Retro Dodo asked Retroid, and Retroid made a statement. I completely forgot about that. Here we go. Here's Retro Dodo's article. Retroid said, I didn't know about this. This is not any kind of official licensing deal. He does not have permission to rebrand our products and sell them as his own. The Retroid Pocket Flip 2 is patented in the US by ourselves. So I didn't even know that. They have a US patent.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. So, again, the only egregious thing here is that it's just really expensive, and he didn't put any effort into like rebranding it or anything.
I mean, I would say the most egregious thing is like he is basically taking somebody else's product and slapping his name on it and selling it at a market without permission.
That's a relatively normal thing. Just people usually do a much better job when they do it.
Famous people don't normally do it.
No, they do. You just don't know about it.
Well, I mean, so like when they do it with something like cups or something, like they're buying like in bulk,
and those have the intent of being branded. Yeah,
like this does not have the intent of being branded,
right?
Like something like this, like Retroid would assumably have to go to Soulja Boy and make a deal out of it.
Now there are a lot of retro handhelds that are rebranded. Like if you go on Amazon, you'll find a bunch of Powkitty devices and some Anbernic devices that have different names, but they are the same device.
Yeah.
They're very obviously the same. Those are just being rebranded, and those are like relatively fine, but they're usually like marked up like a little bit, or there's something maybe a little different about it. So I don't see like the big problem with that. The problem is it's low effort and the price is astronomical.
Yeah.
So like, and also like I don't like there's like an air of like fraud going on. Like you don't know what the hell you're gonna get when you get it. It could be shitty ones, like ones that like were refurbished or broken or something. And you don't know what's gonna be on it when you get it. Anyway. That's all I got. That's all I got for Soulja Boy. So also, I think all of the other consoles he's sold have had ROMs on them.
Yeah.
Retroid devices don't come with ROMs on them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, no, that's not normally something you're supposed to do. Again, I don't think Soulja Boy really cares for like rules or anything like that. So
I wonder if he's been sued. I know he got a cease and desist.
Well, let's see how far he can push it.
Yeah. Good luck to you. In keeping within the Retroid news, last week we talked about the D-pad controversy.
Yes.
There was people didn't like the original. We talked about this last week, but people didn't like the design of the Retroid Pocket 6, the new Retroid Pocket that they announced last week or 2 weeks ago. People didn't like the design of it, so Retroid said, "All right, we'll change it," which is insane. Yeah, that's like a lot of work to do. And I think the design was fine. I don't think there was anything wrong with the design.
Right.
So they did a poll on Twitter asking about the design and then also asking about where you want the D-pad. Do you want it on the top or the bottom? And I was like, what the fuck? Retroids always have the D-pad on the top. They've settled.
Yeah.
And we now have the new design for the Retroid Pocket 6 and also an update on where the D-pad's going to be placed. Strap in. Thank you all for your feedback and most importantly, your patience. We would like to introduce the new Retroid Pocket 6. For the first time, we will offer the option to choose if you like the D-pad or the left stick on top. So you have the option now. It's a drop-down menu.
What a novel idea.
The M1 and M2 buttons have been relocated to the back. But also, presumably, the back and home buttons are not there anymore, which I'm a little upset about. I thought those would have been cool.
What the hell are those buttons on the bottom?
What are you looking at? Let me see.
This one.
Aren't those speakers?
Next to the speakers, there are buttons.
Oh. Well, there they are. That's the home and the back buttons.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Yay. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I got the purple one.
Nice.
It looks like that. Or you can put the thumbstick on the top. Boom, boom.
Now, which one did you get?
What do you think I got?
You got, plot twist, you got a left-handed model with the face buttons on the right side.
I got the D-pad on the top.
Okay.
Because that's what I want. That's what I'm playing these games for. So there's a drop-down menu. Model says 8 GB D-pad top, 8 GB stick on top, 12 GB D-pad top, 12 GB stick top. So I got the 12 GB D-pad on the top, and that one is more money. It's $259. Okay. That's like a lot more money. I don't know why I got 12 gigabytes. There's also an 8 GB one that's $209. That's a pretty good deal. Ooh, guys, what should I have gotten? Should I have gotten the 8 GB, or should I have said fuck it and gotten the 12 GB like I did? I got it in purple. I hope this color comes as early as the other ones. It also has a pretty nice orange. Oh, no, it has black. It's black and orange.
What's wrong with that? Halloween.
That's ugly. And Halloween's over. I thought it was different. No, okay. I guess it's black and orange. All right.
What did you want it to be?
Orange and orange. Yeah. Like, look, the light purple is
okay.
Then there's black, then there's 16-bit, and then there's silver. I saw somebody mention that even just the black, it just looks like the Retroid Pocket 5, which looks like the Ein Portal.
Right.
Which looks like the Aya Neo Pocket, whatever the fuck. They all look kind of exactly the same. So, whatever. Yes, go for the 12 GB. More RAM, you get better. You can never have too much RAM. Also, this is like pretty close to an Ein Odin 2 device. So I think the more RAM would get it closer to an inode into, and still be like significantly cheaper, even at the $259 price. So this will be fine. I think it'll be fine. It's just basically an upgraded Retroid Pocket 5. I just think it's interesting that they changed the design and also now will let you choose where you want the D-pad. That's a very interesting idea. We said last week that would be really hard to do. I know that on older Retroids, the button board where the D-pad and the thumbstick are it's a separate board, kind of like a Steam Deck. The button board is a separate board. So they would just have to make a whole new separate board and a whole new top case. But like that's not an easy thing to do. That's like a lot of work. So this whole thing has been very strange. But that's the Retroid controversy. There's also the Retroid Pocket G2. I'm not interested in that at all. That just seems like an upgraded Retroid Pocket 5.
Okay.
Very strange. Anyway. Simp Godry says, if when given the chance, have you seen the MCon? So I have gotten this question more than any other question in the past year. Maybe. Everyone keeps telling me I gotta check out the MCon. I kickstarted it. That's the best I can do is kickstart. Right. I'm gonna get it when I get it.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you don't, if you don't like the MCon, there's an article coming up later in the show. Maybe you'll change your mind.
I have things to say about that as well. Before we get into that though, we got people to thank. I have to check my email real quick. Okay. And I want to talk about what's going on over here. I forgot to mention this. I'm shiny hunting in Pokemon Legends ZA.
So we are currently live watching Bob turn into a Pokemon YouTuber. That's it. Channel's changing.
So what's interesting is this. So I'm using a controller that has a macro that will just run me through this wild area here over and over and over and over again. And it's supposed to stop working. Like when the day-night cycle hits, when it like turns to nighttime, a cutscene happens. So it breaks the loop. Although that's happened a couple times now, and it hasn't broken at all.
Okay.
So that's interesting. We'll keep an eye on this.
I'm like looking at that controller, and it doesn't look like a video game controller. It looks like what you would use to fly a drone. Yep. It just looks big.
It looks like an Xbox controller.
I know, like it looks like an Xbox controller. I guess from the angle I was looking at, because like the shoulder buttons are big.
Oh, okay.
They're bigger than they normally are.
Just a gully kid trying to hit a button. Don't touch a button.
I'm not gonna touch anything. God, you're like my wife when like she hands me her phone and like to show something on social media. She's like, "Don't like anything."
That's because we know.
All
right. Anyway, I gotta thank some people here.
Okay.
Can I put this down without hitting the shoulder button?
I don't know. Can you?
They're really big, apparently. Thank you, Lorian, for the 25 months. Thank you, Smash Brodro, for the 2 months. Super Mario says it's D-pad time. Oh wow.
Yahoo.
Echo Twin with the 100 bits. Hey, Wolf Bros. Been a while since I've caught y'all live, but have listened to every episode for the past 2 years now. Thanks for all the comfort and content y'all have provided. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sukasa. Thanks for the 44 months. Hey, Wolf Bros. I think Spawnwave revisited the first one. You mean the Soulja console?
First Soulja console?
I know that he made a video on the Soulja. Even Wood made a video on the fucking first
Sounds like
console.
something.
He showed me his video. Where am I? Andre Mochito. Thanks for the 5 months. I love you, Bob. I love you too, whoever you are. Uber Yoshi, thanks for the 13 months. Go Soldier. I guess he means Soulja Boy.
Soulja with a J at the end.
With a J.
Yeah.
Underscore, thanks for the 91 months. Holy shit. Mike Havart, thanks for the 14 months. Nothing clever to say this month. Just thanks for being awesome. Oh my God, thank you. Spiritual Bear, thanks for the 4 months. GR, whatever your name is, thanks for the 3 months. Monthly Bezos bucks to the cause. Thank you.
And over on YouTube, we got Sonic SLM with the €5. How does the economics of these handhelds work when they release so many models into a limited consumer base? Constant redesigns must be expensive.
When they release many models into a limited consumer base. Yeah, so I don't know how many. I don't have like sales numbers. Just realizing your camera is like offset. Everything's fucked today. I don't know sales numbers. Like, I don't know how well these things sell. They sell globally, so like they must be like decent.
I'd imagine these are popular in like, you know, lower income countries where like they can't afford like the bigger consoles, so they have these little ones that like they can like pass around.
Remember, China wasn't allowed to have game consoles for like a long time, and I think they had stuff like this instead. So yeah, these are probably pretty popular in other countries. They're definitely really cheap to make. The chips that they use are very inexpensive.
Yeah.
They're also like not usually like really high quality compared to like the consoles we're used to these days. So yeah, I don't know. What was the question? They only make money. It's not also like a Nintendo Switch. Nintendo makes money
every time they sell a game.
Yeah, they're not selling games for these consoles.
Yeah.
So in order for the company to even work, they need to constantly churn out new product because they can't just have a console for 5 years and then make another console. You know, they don't have games to sustain a console life cycle. Anyway, how you guys do? Let me go like this and see if I can move this. Yeah, that's not good. It will work. There we go. How's that?
Why am I getting an ad for GoodRx?
Why are you getting an ad, period?
I don't know.
On Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not subscribed.
I'm not subscribed. Oh, let me fix that.
God damn. All right. Let's do the backlog.
Okay. Backlog.
Hey guys, welcome to the backlog.
The Backlog is a segment of the WULFF DEN Podcast, this very podcast that you're watching right now, where we go through our entire video game collection, a collection of over 1,051 games. That should probably be updated sometime soon. Pick a game at random and talk about it, regardless of whether or not we played it. It helps if I had the stupid thing open.
742. And you know what? My shiny hunting macro got messed up. So
okay.
I'm at the eShop somehow.
Damn. Okay. Reroll because we did it already.
The game crashed. What game did I pick back?
Republic Commando.
Oh, okay. We did that one already.
We did that.
484.
484.
So funny, the game.
Duke Nukem, the Manhattan Project for the PC. Oh, I know this game. This is you want to talk about Bob was a PC gamer because it was easy to pirate games type deal? Well, this is the rare Will was a PC gamer because it was easy to pirate games. I downloaded this game in college.
That's interesting. Then why is it on our backlog?
Because I played it.
Oh, so you're including it just because we played it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I played it. I put a significant amount of time into it.
Okay. So even though we never bought this game.
Correct.
And don't physically have it.
Yeah.
It is part of the backlog.
Part of the backlog because I played it and I put some time into it.
Sure, why not?
Not good. This is not a good game. This came out in like the 15-year gap between Duke Nukem 3D and Duke Nukem Forever. It is a side-scrolling shooter in the vein of like a Contra or Metal Slug.
I didn't know this was a side scroller.
Yeah, it's a side scroller. This is literally just get something out there to make sure people don't forget about Duke Nukem.
What was the game before this and the game after this?
The game before this was Duke Nukem 3D.
Okay.
And then the game after this was Duke Nukem Forever. So like this was in between those.
What was the weird one for N64?
0 Hour.
Yeah. Where's that?
So my understanding is the canon of Duke Nukem is the first two PC games.
Okay.
Duke Nukem 1, Duke Nukem 2, Duke Nukem 3D, and Duke Nukem Forever. Those are the 4 canonical Duke Nukem games. On console, there were a lot of like spin-offs. Like PlayStation had Time to Kill and Land of the Babes and all of that. N64 had 0 Hour and PC got this game, the Manhattan Project.
Okay.
So these are basically expanding universe Duke Nukem games.
We were big into Duke Nukem for a bit. We
Yeah.
loved Duke Nukem 3D because we were children and there were boobs in it.
Yeah. So it stood to reason that like, oh, it's Duke Nukem. And like, I liked Zero Hour on N64, for what it was.
Mhm.
And like, it stood to reason like, hey, a Duke Nukem game on PC, that's where Duke Nukem's from. How, they'll give this game a shot. It's gotta be good, right? It's not. It's like really rote and straightforward.
It looks very
boring. It's ugly. You might get like a cheap thrill out of like mowing down like enemies in a straight line. But even here, like you've seen the gameplay footage, there's not a lot of enemies to mow down. I remember the level designs like not being very robust.
Who's this
with
samurai
bad guys.
guy?
I don't remember, man. Like it tried to have a story. It tried to like be interesting. John St. John is of course doing the voice of Duke Nukem. But yeah, I genuinely believe this was just something that 3D Realms needed to get pushed out.
The King's Noodle Restaurant. Until you've slurped the King's Noodle, you haven't tasted anything.
Yes.
Yes, the Duke Nukem humor.
Yes, there it is.
There she is. And that's why you play the game.
Yes.
Play the game because at the time, nothing was as raunchy as Duke Nukem.
People forget that Duke Nukem 3D was actually a genuinely good game.
Genuinely,
I forgot. Genuinely innovative with like its interactivity, and its level design, and the fact that the main character like talked, like
it was a Doom clone where the main character talked.
Yeah,
and it had like a story, but the story was
dumb,
just a vessel of white guy slop.
Right. Yeah, but it was genuinely good and it was genuinely fun, and this game, sadly, was not. It came out in 2002. For Windows initially, just to give you an idea of like the time frame this came out in. It was then ported to Xbox 360 in 2010 and iOS in 2014. Probably still not on iOS, for what it's worth.
So yeah, this is not one to go back
No.
to.
According to Wikipedia, this is a sequel to Zero Hour.
Okay, there you go. Now we know.
Yeah,
where the canon lies. So Duke Nukem started as a side scroller.
Yes,
the first two games were side scrollers. People forget about that.
So this could be seen as going back to its roots.
Everybody wanted it to go.
No, I don't think anybody really wanted it to go back to its roots.
So.
In 2004, Manhattan Project developer a Rush Entertainment was bought out by HIP Interactive. Soon afterwards, HIP went bankrupt. Because of the bankruptcy proceedings, the legal rights to Manhattan Project were held by court-appointed bankruptcy firm. 3D Realms had inquired about retrieving the rights, but had been unable to do so. So who? Oh, I think Gearbox probably now owns this.
Yeah, I would assume it's Gearbox.
So it's still available on GOG, so you can still get it. Why you would want to, I don't know. But yeah. That's it. That's all I got on the Manhattan Project. Look, if you pirate it when you're in college, like it's not a bad time. But like if you paid money for it, you might want to consider getting your money back if you can.
Well, thanks for watching the Backlog, guys. You should come watch a podcast if you're only watching the Backlog. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Doom and Duke Nukem was the shit back in the day. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
dog. Got any shinies yet? Got a shiny Magikarp today.
Shiny,
and then you could turn into a shiny Gyarados.
It's just like,
what's the problem?
It's just too much, man. Because like you got the shiny version, you got the regional variants,
you got the alpha version,
the alpha versions. It's like all of that.
You got the IVs. You gotta make sure they have the good IVs.
Maybe
they
can make a good Pokemon game in addition to ironing out all the technical issues that these games always have, but just like knocking that shit off, just like have you go out to the wilderness and collect animals
is almost a good game.
I've heard.
Got news for you.
I've heard.
Someone said The other day, somebody said, "I don't know Pokemon. Is there any reason to get is there any like value to a shiny Pokemon?"
Right.
And what did I say? Chat, what did I say? I said something like, obviously it's like just like a special version. It's like
Right,
a special like, yay, I got, it's like a holographic card. It's like a I had a more poignant.
It's like a
analogy,
variant
though.
cover.
Yeah. Like a variant cover.
Yeah.
Unique skin. Yeah, like unique skin. Whatever, man. Anyway, all right, we'll keep going here.
Okay.
So sorry to derail us with Pokemon. All right, I guess we'll keep talking about Pokemon. The U.S. Patent Office looks into Pokemon's patents.
The director of the United States Patent and Trademark Office has ordered a re-examination of Nintendo's controversial Summon Characters and Let It Fight Pokemon patent after it was heavily criticized by IP lawyers. In September, IP lawyers criticized the U.S. patent system and the U.S. Patent Office after Nintendo was awarded a Pokemon patent that revolves around summoning a character and letting it fight. GamesFray reported that patent number 12,403,397, dubbed the 397 patent, was granted by the U.S. Patent Office without any objection to Nintendo, which is embroiled in ongoing litigation with Pocket Pair's Pal World. While the patent sums up how Pokemon games work and that you summon Pokemon to battle other Pokemon in the hopes of adding them to your collection, there are countless other games that use similar mechanics such as Persona, Digimon, and even Elden Ring, depending on how the patent is interpreted. Now, GamesFray has reported that President Donald Trump's nominee, John A. Squire, who only became director of the U.S. Patent Office in September, has pertinently ordered a re-examination after he determined that substantial new questions of patentability have arisen to certain claims made by the patent. In his order, Squires pointed out two older U.S. patent applications, one filed by Konami in 2002, the other by Nintendo itself in 2019, as prior art references. Both, Squire says, would be important in deciding whether the claims are patentable, and each raises a substantial new question of patentability. IP expert Florian Mueller, writing for GamesFray, said Squire's order was down to the public outrage at the award of the patent and concerns about the reputation of the U.S. patent system as a whole. While this re-examination isn't a revocation order, Mueller insists it is now highly likely that the U.S. Patent Office will revoke Nintendo's patent. Nintendo has 2 months to respond.
Okay. So what does Nintendo have to do?
Nintendo has to basically respond to this order that their patent is being thrown into question. And I guess they have to show more evidence as to why they want to be awarded this specific patent. What makes this unique from the other patents that are in there.
Okay.
And what makes this specific to the Pokemon IP.
Okay. And this specific patent is... there was a lot of patents that they have.
Yeah.
About the mechanics of Pokemon.
The specific one they're referencing is 12,403,397.
Storage medium, information processing system, information processing apparatus, and game processing method. Computing the motion of game characters with respect to other game characters, game objects, or elements, simulating the behavior of a group of virtual soldiers, or for path finding. Is this the one? Is this the catching Pokemon mechanic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, this is the releasing creatures and letting them fight mechanic.
Okay. All right. So the Pokemon mechanic.
Yes.
You need to now decide whether or not it is worthy of just being a Pokemon mechanic. So Pokemon patented a lot of stuff that a lot of game mechanics that are related to Pokemon specifically.
Mm-hmm.
They're all a little vague.
Yeah.
And the whole games industry is in an uproar because you shouldn't be able to patent a mechanic of a game. But at the same time, Pal World is very clearly trying to rip off Pokemon. So like Nintendo's trying to like do something to like get rid of these ripoffs. Pokemon is not the first creature hunting game. It's not the first game where you have Yeah, it's not the first game where you summon a monster to battle for you. You know? There's other games that do that. There's a lot of RPGs that have a lot of mechanics that are very similar to Pokemon.
Yeah.
I would argue Pokemon could patent a game with all of these mechanics together equals Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would make a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
But just patenting these little things here and there, I think is a little crazy.
I think they patented little things here and there to make it easier to go after clones.
Yeah, I think if you are a patent lawyer for Pokemon, you want to be as vague as possible and see how far you can push it.
Yeah.
Because the vaguer you are, the more people you can go after and the more money you make.
Yeah.
Which is bad and not how patents should work. You know?
Yeah.
You should patent the I understand patenting the thing that makes your product what it is. But getting so granular with it is gonna make innovation impossible.
Yeah.
So, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this particular one is pretty vague, and it seems like the U.S. Patent Office is gonna take another look at it.
Yeah.
I think they should also take a look at the patent for leverless controllers. Because Hitbox has the patent on it, and they're going after everybody. Stupid, because it's just buttons in the shape of a hand.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of patents,
oh my god,
were you aware
that
the patent that Nintendo filed for the Sanity system in Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, expired this year?
Oh,
in April.
I've been watching Vine Sauce play that. He's been playing it.
Yeah, that's a good ass game. I wish that game came up on the backlog instead of Duke Nukem the Manhattan Project. But like, okay, so that Sanity system, that patent was filed in 2000.
So it's really just a meter of your sanity, and the higher the meter goes, the more weird stuff happens to the game. Like it'll act like you're changing inputs on your TV.
Yeah, like you'll see like characters on screen that aren't really there. Like it'll say it's erasing your memory card and stuff. And like there are games with similar effects, but like not the exact, they're not implemented in the exact way that like Nintendo implemented in that game. Like Arkham Asylum has sanity effects, but they're not implemented the same way that this game is.
Yeah.
Because in this game, in Eternal Darkness, it's like a health meter where like things damage it and it affects gameplay. Whereas in other games, it's just like a particular moment in the game.
Yeah.
That's how they get around it. But that said, there are a lot of games that could have benefited. You know, think about a Silent Hill game with a sanity meter, or like imagine if Arkham Asylum had a full-blown sanity meter. Or like a BioShock or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Or at least something that could be a little more similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's why I haven't seen sanity meters ever, because they haven't made a new Eternal Darkness.
They tried. There was a... Were you aware there was an attempt to revive Eternal Darkness with a spiritual sequel called... It had a dumb name. It was being headed by Dennis Dyack, who was the lead of Silicon Knights, years after he was embroiled in controversy over like using Unreal Engine without a license and like a lot of bad games. What the hell was this? It had a really dumb name.
Was it called Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes?
No.
That's the only other Silicon Knights game that I know of.
No, it was
wasn't there a sanity mechanic in an older Dark Souls? I don't remember that at all.
I don't. It was
External Lightness? No. Fuck out here.
Shadow of the Eternals.
Okay.
That's what it was. So Precursor Games was the studio. That was the dumb name. Shadow of the Eternals, that's just a generic name. It had 2 unsuccessful Kickstarters. Yeah.
So it never happened?
It never happened. Yeah.
Oh, so they don't even have like footage of the game.
No, just 2 unsuccessful Kickstarters.
That's Eternal Darkness, is it not?
I mean, that looks GameCube-y.
In the beginning, they showed Eternal Darkness.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's not Eternal Darkness.
Okay.
That doesn't happen in Eternal Darkness.
So this is
Shadow
of the Eternals.
It was supposed to be a Wii U game. Like they were kickstarting it to be a Wii U game.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This video's from 2013.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. And those were your...
There's a sanity meter in Elden Ring. They just don't call it that. Well, there you go.
It's called the crazy bar.
Okay, there's more Nintendo stuff.
Yes.
Where's the... Oh, let's do the Animal Crossing update. People keep telling me about that.
Okay. All right. Animal Crossing New Horizons 3.0 in a move that has surprised everyone. Animal Crossing's New Horizons Update 3.0 is coming in 2026. Yes, the game that Nintendo said it was no longer supporting way back in 2021 is getting a big update, which just so happens to coincide with the release of the Switch 2 version of the game. Offering up improved resolutions, mouse controls, a new megaphone item, 12-player online multiplayer, and a few other additions. The Switch 2 upgrade is going to bring Island Life to Nintendo's new-gen console in style. But Switch 2 edition aside, there's plenty coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons on both the original Switch and Switch 2, so get ready for all that's set to come by finding a helpful breakdown of everything you need to know about Animal Crossing New Horizons 3.0 ahead of its 2026 launch. New Horizons Update 3.0 will be released on January 15th, 2026. That's the same day as the Switch 2 edition, complete with the upgrade pack option for those who already own the game. Although Animal Crossing New Horizons 2 Switch 2 edition upgrade pack will cost $5 US, the New Horizons 3.0 upgrade is free to play and will add a whole host of new features to the game. That's for players still rocking the original Switch, Switch Lite, or Switch OLED, as well as those diving into Island Life on Switch 2. So if you own Animal Crossing New Horizons and haven't upgraded to the Switch 2 version yet, you can enjoy the benefits of 3.0 on your Switch 1 console. It's free. Just update your game.
That's cool.
Yeah. So new features coming. You can help run the resort hotel. Tom Nook shows up to like offer mini games and you running the hotel. Mr. Rossetti appears. He's been added back into the game for certain side quests. Slumber Island gives you additional islands to design. You can have new collabs for items in your house, such as a Zelda collab, a Splatoon collab. They're adding classic Nintendo consoles to the game. And if you're a Switch Online subscriber, interacting with these consoles in-game will let you play select classic games on those consoles.
That's pretty cool.
That is a callback to the first Animal Crossing game on GameCube, where they had NES games in the game that you can play in Animal Crossing.
That's really cool.
Yes.
I like that. So this article keeps saying it's free over and over and over again. It took me a little bit of digging to find out that the upgrade to get the game from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2 version is $5.
Yeah. But specifically because the Switch 1 and the Switch 2 are getting the 3.0 upgrade.
Right.
The specific Switch 2 version is $5, and that includes all of the hullabaloo that you get with the Switch 2 version, like mouse controls and improved graphics and whatnot.
Mouse controls sounds pretty lit.
Mm-hmm.
Also, $5 is like not bad, but like, come on, make it free.
Yeah, I feel like there's not enough to like.
The new content is nice. Also, considering I thought this game was dead, I thought they were done. They had a last update.
I'm surprised, yeah, especially because it's like 4 years later.
Yeah,
but you know what? I think it did it for everybody. You can get a Lego room.
A Lego room? That's not real Lego.
No, it's real Lego. Lego items.
Where'd
Officially licensed Lego. Scroll down.
I had to close that article because I was looking to see how much the fucking thing was.
It did. If you were paying attention, I said $5.
I'm running a show here. Here's the Lego. Oh my god, it has a Lego logo. Why didn't you tell me this was actual Lego themed?
People want to know why I've been doing a tour of other podcasts.
Please take me. Please take me on.
And there you see the Zelda collab items and stuff. You get new villages to unlock. So yeah, it looks like if you use Splatoon amiibos, you can unlock different costumes and stuff.
The Splatoon guys.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm still not gonna play this.
I mean, it's very surprising that there's so much being added to this game that everybody thought was dead. I guess this was their way of like relaunching it for Switch 2. If you somehow missed it, or if you're a diehard and you still want to play the game on your new system, now here's a way to do that with more.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to them updating the game. I think it's great that they updated the game. Just it's not enough for me to jump in.
Right.
So sorry. Also, then I gotta pay $5 to upgrade it because I'm not playing the Switch 1 version on my Switch 2.
Yeah.
Do you think Smash Ultimate will get a Switch 2 upgrade? I don't. And I wish that it would. And I wish that the only thing they change is the internet connection.
Well, isn't it getting a Switch 2 like update? Not like a paid upgrade.
It has a small performance boost.
Okay.
And that's it. But like I don't think it's an actual upgrade. I think it just runs better because the hardware is better.
Okay. I mean, GameSpot is calling for a Switch 2 upgrade, like a proper Switch 2 upgrade.
Yeah, I just wish that the internet was better. That's all I care about. Anyway. Sounds like cosmetics load faster. Cosmetics load faster. In Ultimate?
I'd imagine like it runs better on Switch 2 than it did on Switch 1.
It does in certain maps run better. It loads like way faster, like really fast.
Yeah.
That's basically it. It should run better on Switch 2 as there is 12 players online for Animal Crossing. Yeah, but the Animal Crossing doesn't require the type of reaction time. It doesn't require like there's a lot of room to like hide the lag in Animal Crossing. Anyway, moving on. Nintendo wins lawsuit against the guy who was taunting them, saying you'll never get me. And the way that they won is the guy didn't show up to court.
Since November 2024, streamer Jesse Kean, known online as Every Game Guru, has been in a legal battle with Nintendo for streaming pirated material. Kean, who repeatedly taunted the company through the lawsuit, once stated that he could do this all day. However, a final judgment reported by Torrent Freak has proven that he could not, in fact, do so. A Colorado federal judge has ordered Keenan to pay Nintendo $17,500 in damages. This lawsuit is by no means surprising, as Nintendo has never been shy about suing when it comes to copyright infringement. According to the initial judge's recommendation, on at least 50 occasions, Kean has live streamed gameplay footage of at least 10 different games without authorization and before the games were released to the public. The recommendation names games like Mario and Luigi Brothership, Pikmin 4, and many more titles that were pirated and streamed early. When served with takedown notices from Nintendo, he didn't back down, instead telling his viewers to continue supporting him on local.gg if his other accounts were banned. Whenever Kean was removed from a platform for his content, he simply made a new account, at one point emailing Nintendo stating, I have 1,000 burner channels. The lawsuit was not only concerned with the streaming itself, but Kean's open promotion of emulators and pirated game keys. During the entire debacle, it seemed as though the streamer came to view himself as sort of a Robin Hood-esque figure, taking on big corporations on behalf of the little guy. In social media posts mentioned in the recommendation, Kean said that he can't wait for more new games to stream and give away for free.
Loco.gg is an Indian live streaming service. I had to look it up.
Okay. So there you go. Yeah, it's in another continent, so maybe like they don't think Nintendo can reach that far.
Yeah, I guess.
Nintendo's everywhere.
So when you live stream a game early or you live stream a game that Nintendo doesn't want you live streaming, they will send you a cease and desist or a copyright infringement. They'll say, this is our copyright and you're using it. Which in my opinion is a little bit of an abuse. But it's better than the alternative, which is we know you stole this game.
Yeah.
That is now theft. So like if they prove that you stole the game, that's probably a lot worse.
Yeah.
He only owed was it like $20,000 or something?
$17,500.
Yeah, which is like not.
That's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Like some of these like guys
Bowser owed $2 million.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, but he was giving away pirated games, so
Mhm.
that's a little different.
Yeah.
This guy was just asked to stop, and he said no. So they're like, okay, give me $17,500 in damages, and then we will delete your account as well.
He ignored the many attempts made to serve him with the lawsuit, and eventually the case proceeded without him via a default judgment. The legal action taken when a defendant doesn't engage in the case. Keane was ordered to pay all damages, plus a 3-part injunction included in the suit was only partially affirmed. The injunction prohibited him from infringing on Nintendo copyright as approved, but both an injunction against an unnamed abetting third parties and an order to destroy all circumvention devices were denied.
Oh, so they wanted him to destroy.
Yeah. They wanted him to destroy his circumvention devices and implicate third parties.
I'm glad that was denied, because what
Yeah.
the fuck would a circumvention device be?
I think that means something like a MIG switch or...
Yeah, but he's probably just downloading the game.
Yeah.
So, like, there is no circumvention device. That's probably why it was denied.
Yeah.
He's just downloading the game on his computer. Whatever. They could have seized his stuff and then checked it for copyrighted material and then charged him per copyrighted material, which would have been like an astronomical fee. So this is actually like not the worst outcome for him. Yeah, if he showed up to court, probably would have went a lot better for him.
Yeah.
Or if he stopped when they asked him to. Anyway. What's this NBA The Run?
I just thought this was silly. Play-by-Play Studios has announced NBA The Run, a 3v3 street basketball game for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S that's targeted for release in 2026. Consisting of former EA Sports developers, the studio has secured both official NBA and NBA Players Association licenses, so fans can expect to find players including, not pronouncing his name, LaMelo Ball, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, Cooper Flagg, and many more in the game alongside fictional athletes. Players can dive into the game solo or alongside their friends, taking on challenging knockout tournaments. The run uses rollback netcode, a technique that is commonly implemented in fighting games to minimize the impact of ping differences in multiplayer and even the playing field for everyone. But the game will also
loves to hear rollback netcode.
I love this because this is an ESPN article and it's clearly written for people who don't play or aren't in the weeds of video games like we are. These are written for our dad, who who maybe goes on ESPN.com to see what the basketball is like.
Yeah.
But Beto Garcia has been engaged as the game's announcer. Don't know who he is. Handcrafted street courts available in the title include Venice Beach and The Tenement. The title focuses on fast-paced gameplay full of tricks, while its visual features a deliberate arcade style to set it apart from offerings such as NBA 2K26. I put this in here to signify that, ladies and gentlemen, the PS2 era is back. We have arcade-style basketball games now. Done is the draconian monopoly of NBA 2K, where everything is like realistic to the point where they put in Allstate commercials in the middle of your fucking game. We got like big style, we got big moves, we're bringing it back to the streets with not NBA The Street because that's owned by EA, but NBA The Run. Legally distinct.
Revel says, I love the idea of this. They're trying to bring back NBA Street, but this looks like absolute shit. They tried to lean into realism too hard. It's like a little cartoony.
It's hard because I think it's a double-edged sword because like now graphics are so good, like they kind of like can lean into the realism of it.
Yeah.
Whereas
it needs an art style.
Yeah.
I mean, the promotional poster looked like hand-drawn.
Yeah.
Or like painted.
Well, like back in the PS2 GameCube era with like games like NBA The Street, and like NFL Blitz and stuff, they had like realistic for the time, but like they also had a unique art style due to the limitations of the system, but also to help differentiate it more from like the mainline games like the NBA 2K, the Maddens, and the whatnot. So I think, the game's not coming out until 2026, probably later in the year. So hopefully there's time for them to lean more into the artistic aspect of it. Again, this is a new studio. This isn't a major studio. And the fact that they got the NBA license is like kind of a big deal.
Well, they're working under EA, right?
No, these are former EA developers.
How do they get the NBA license?
That somebody who probably worked at, one of the guys who worked at EA is like, hey, I think I still know somebody at the NBA.
Okay.
So that probably helps. But like, this is not being made by EA.
I thought EA had an exclusive license.
No, nobody. I don't think anybody has an exclusive license in the NBA. I think it's just EA has been very bad at making NBA games.
Okay.
So that's why 2K is like the only game in town when it comes to the NBA.
Okay.
EA has the exclusive license for football. For the NFL specifically.
Right.
And I think the NHL.
What's it?
Everyone's like, oh, sports. Yeah, hell yeah.
Anyway. Talk about this MagSafe controller because I have something to say about it.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. This Abix
M4 Snap-on.
No, the company.
Oh, it's a very so I learned I figured this out.
Okay.
So the name of this company is ABXY Loot, right?
Yeah.
Absolute. It's absolute.
Oh God.
What do you do with the X though?
Isn't that usually a sound?
Absolute.
It's ABXY because the buttons are ABXY.
Yes.
Oh God.
It's absolute.
Absolute, a company known for its Android-based handhelds, has announced a new compact mobile controller for smartphones, unlike controllers from companies like Backbone and 8-Bit Do that use an expanding mechanism to clamp onto the phones. Absolute's smaller and lighter M4 Snap-on controller uses a Q-shaped mount to magnetically attach to the mobile devices that are compatible with Apple's MagSafe or Key 2 the Key 2 charge standard. Gee, I knew that. Everybody. I'm smart. Which now includes Google's Pixel 10 series.
The orange one is cool.
Like clamp-on controllers, Absolute's new gamepad is designed to be used with phones in a horizontal orientation, but it positions the controls beneath the screen instead of splitting them on either side. Those controls include a D-pad, ABXY action buttons, and a pair of shoulder buttons, 2 tiny joysticks, and additional navigation buttons, including quick access to a home screen. Absolute says the controller's rechargeable battery will be good for up to 13 hours of use, and that magnetic mount can be removed entirely if you want to use the M4 as a standalone wireless controller with other devices. Exactly which devices and consoles the M4 will be compatible with aren't known yet, but more details will be revealed when the company launches a Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign in early November. Pricing for the earliest backers is expected to be as low as $40, but The Verge has reached out to Absolute to confirm what pricing will be for those who'd rather wait until general availability.
Now, of course, everybody's talking about the MCon in the chat. Shut up about the MCon. Here's the MCon. It's like the same thing. It's more horizontal, I guess.
The MCon, yeah, it's more horizontal. It also like slides up.
Yeah.
This one, I don't think has like a slide up.
I think it rotates.
Yeah.
I think it rotates like a sidekick. So the reason why this is interesting, the reason why I have it right here.
Oh wow!
But I don't think I'm allowed to open it.
Okay.
Or even say that I have it. Sorry.
Okay.
I have another thing of theirs that I know is embargoed because they told me.
Okay.
They haven't told me if this is also embargoed.
Okay. Well, I mean, The Verge just wrote about it.
Yeah. So that's also pisses me off. PC Gamer released an article today about Absolute's 3D console.
Oh.
They have a PC handheld that is 3D.
Okay.
Glasses list 3D, like a 3DS.
Oh.
Glasses list 3D.
Okay.
And it's big and weird.
Okay.
And so PC Gamer can talk about that. And The Verge can make an article about this.
Okay. What's
That's all I can say. Anyway, same company doing the huge 3D one. Yes, sir. That's what we're talking about. Anyway, I am actually interested to try this controller, and also I'm gonna try the MCon out. Jesus fucking Christ! Everybody wants to talk about the goddamn MCon.
I mean, the MCon is also like that got bought by that company that does like the good social media ads for like their pop socket clone. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I see it all the time on Instagram. I forgot the name. I think it's like OSnap or whatever.
Yeah, OSnap.
It's like a pop socket. They're They're distributing the
Yeah.
MCon.
Yeah. I'm a little worried about that.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I mean, it is coming out.
Mhm.
I mean, it is. Retro Game Core just uploaded a video today on it.
Okay.
So I have faith that it's happening.
Yeah.
It was like I think it was like a college graduate or like someone who was like early, I think like going to college or something.
Yeah.
Just like a kid who designed it.
Mhm.
And then he got swept up into actually making a product for the company. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that everything is legit there, that they're doing right by him. But that seems to be going. I mean, I think I recently got an update from Kickstarter. Let's see. They have updates here. November 4th. That's today. And they're posting Retro Game Core's video. We're playing a more comprehensive video update when we'll go mass production version, which we'll send in 2 to 3 weeks. We'd rather give you something of substance rather than rushing something out. I apologize for the tease. I need to remember not to write important updates and make promises at 3 a.m. So instead of Josh and I, here's Russ at Retro Game Core with his review. One quick note, if you're using the included steel ring, make sure to put it on the outside of your case. Okay, so I guess 2 to 3 weeks we'll be seeing the MCon.
Okay.
And then probably another 2 to 3 weeks until I get it shipped to my house. A lot of things coming out in the next couple weeks. A lot of videos to. Anyway. So yeah, that's the absolute. And I keep checking my email to see if they responded about whether or not I'm allowed to talk about it. Shaz Shenka, thanks for the prime. Is that a Hollow Knight reference? Oh, and WULFF, damn it. Thanks for the 64 months. There. Maybe now I won't get any more good RX ads.
It was surprising to see.
I believe you. Jeffrey Sorensen, thanks for the 49 months. The new Animal Crossing updates shocked me. Very excited for them. Sad it's a bit of a wait, though. Yeah, it's in January?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening when you read that. Lorian, thanks for the 25 months. And I believe that is it. So let's go to Microsoft Azure outage.
Microsoft Azure's cloud service is recovering from an outage that affected key apps and services like Microsoft 365, Xbox, and Minecraft. All 3 showed spikes in outage reports on Down Detector around 12 p.m. Eastern, and the Azure status page indicates that Microsoft first observed the technical issues around 12 p.m. Eastern. At the peak of the outage, users on Reddit reported issues loading Game Pass on Xbox consoles along with limited access to productivity and enterprise apps. The outage also affected Microsoft support pages and some airline websites. Most importantly, though, this all happened on the same day, next article, as the Outer Worlds 2. It is so stupid that the 2 games came out at the same time. They have the same fucking name. Outer Worlds 2, the Obsidian game. Obsidian's RPG sequel, The Outer Worlds 2, launched on October 29th, but the process hasn't been as seamless as the devs and the series fans would have liked. Shortly after the game's launch at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, would-be players began reporting difficulty accessing the game on Xbox consoles, Windows PC, and via Game Pass. The issues with accessing The Outer Worlds 2 are due to a wider outage affecting Microsoft's Azure platform, which is the digital foundation for much of the company's software and networking infrastructure. Obsidian is aware of the outage and has been keeping players posted with regular updates via Blue Sky. We are working with Microsoft to resolve the issue and will update players when we have more information, the team says later in the thread.
That sucks.
That sucks big time. Maybe that's the problem with like having all your infrastructure, connected so hard to the cloud,
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna throw up. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Your first party game.
Yeah.
You're posting it on the platform, and the platform fails.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks. There's nothing worse than that. I mean, like, when it came to like Hollow Knight crashing all the servers, like that was just really popular. So that's a good problem.
Yeah.
This is your platform fails.
Yeah.
And your launch date is ruined because your platform failed. That fucking sucks. Also, of note, I didn't know this happened, but I did know that the Amazon servers went down.
Yes.
So that should be telling on how much more popular Amazon Web Services are than Microsoft Azure.
Which I'm surprised by because, like, I think it was Azure like number 2 in terms of like cloud
That's
service.
how far the gap is.
I know.
Amazon Web Services is the whole world.
Yeah.
And Azure is probably big, but like really not.
I know.
Big.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who's taking down all of our cloud services? Foreign governments? GRU?
Yeah, obviously it's GRU.
More Xbox. Oh, full screen experience coming to the MSI Claw. I'm not opposed.
The MSI Claw range of handheld PCs are the next to get the full screen experience. Originally making its debut on the ROG Ally Xbox and Xbox Ally X handhelds released last month. The FSE is a new mode that boots the handheld straight into the Xbox app instead of loading full Windows. Although ASUS's handhelds were the first to feature the FSE, however, it is not permanently exclusive to those systems. Xbox will be rolling it out to other devices, including the original Asus ROG Ally and Ally X over time. Now, the first of these other devices have started to get it, and Windows users signed up for the Windows 11 Insider Preview program on either the dev or beta channels are now able to download the full screen experience to their MSI Claw handheld if they have one. According to patch notes posted on the Windows blog, the latest Windows 11 Insider Preview build rolled out the FSE to MSI Claw models and additional OEMs enabling their handhelds in the coming months.
This website has a full screen NOS ad.
I know, like I hate it so much. Like, fix your shit.
I have a plugin and it's not working. I don't know what happened. Lenovo confirmed in September that its Legion Go 2 handhelds will also be getting full screen experience, although the handhelds are now available. Lenovo spokesperson Jeff Witt told The Verge it would be coming to the handheld in spring 2026. I remember hearing that. So when are we getting the full screen experience on the MSI Claw?
What did it say? If you have the developer or beta channels of the Insider Preview,
no,
you can get it.
That's on any device.
No, that's for the MSI Claw specifically.
Well, you can do that on anything. So that's not.
Microsoft releases the Xbox full screen experience preview for the MSI Claw. This is The Verge. Now
Now we're on The Verge.
Yeah. Microsoft's new full screen experience is coming to another family of devices, the MSI Claw. Part of the latest Windows 11 Insider Preview build, Microsoft is rolling out support for the Xbox FSC preview to MSI Claw models today. That is October 31st.
So you have to be in the Insider program.
Correct.
Okay. Because there is a build in the Insider program that just works on any device.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I will update my Claw because I am in the Insider program.
Yes.
That's how I got it on my Legion Go, is I'm
Right.
part of the Insider program.
Yeah.
It just kind of worked.
Mhm.
I mean, I had to do a little finagling, but,
Yeah.
maybe there's a little less finagling for the MSI Claw. Hopefully the Legion Go 2 just has it in the same way.
I'd imagine so. Like,
It officially launches in spring, but
Yeah.
I'm getting the Legion Go 2 in like the next couple weeks, and it would be nice if I could just update it and have the full screen experience, because that's the only thing that's gonna really upset me about the Legion Go 2 is that like it's probably gonna be a great console, but it's not gonna have the full screen experience.
Yeah.
That I now like on my device. So. What else did I want to say? Oh, I saw Lenovo. I think it was the guy that they mentioned in the article. Lenovo tweeted, hey, if you're an influencer and you want a Legion Go 2, let me know. Fill this out. I bought it already.
Yeah.
It's coming. I'm waiting for it. And everyone reviewed it already. Anyway.
Thanks for nothing.
Bro, the metrics for attack prevention at the cloud infrastructure boundaries are nuts. I don't know what you just said. Fun to watch tick, though. Anyway, Capcom
Oh, yeah.
makes Switch 2 Resident Evil 9 announcements.
Yes, Capcom is throwing the full force of Resident Evil Requiem at the Switch 2 with a number of exclusive announcements for the console. First up is the Resident Evil Requiem-themed Switch 2 Pro Controller, which Nintendo will release alongside the game on February 27th, 2026. It is the first Switch 2 game to get its own Pro Controller. Fuck you, it looks cool.
That does not look cool.
And it's up for pre-order at Best Buy. You know what's not cool? It's $100.
What is it normally? 90 for a Pro Controller?
I think so. Next is the Resident Evil Generations Pack due out for the Switch 2, which contains Resident Evil Requiem, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Gold Edition, and Resident Evil Village Gold Edition.
Hold on, we need to focus on this Pro Controller for a little bit. What is good about this?
Go to the next screens. If I can see it.
This is literally it.
I just think it looks cool. It's got all the fonts and stuff.
You don't think it looks cool? You like Resident Evil and you like the Pro Controller.
Facts, but also like
so this is the thing.
Look,
I tweeted, will they ever make a limited edition Pro Controller that looks good?
Okay.
And I got a lot of people sending me Pro Controllers being like, oh, did you forget about this one? And they're all bad. Every single one of them.
The Smash Brothers one was fine.
That's the thing though, is that they're all right. Like even the best ones, like the Monster Hunter one, is fine.
Yeah.
It could be so much better.
Like, what do you want?
A whole recolor. Give it
just a flat color?
It can't stop making it. They're limited by having the transparent black of the Pro Controller. Do a full recolor like they do with Xbox controllers, like they do with PlayStation controllers.
Okay.
Give me a whole new shell.
Well,
a whole new coat of paint.
The Switch 2 Pro Controller is opaque, so
yeah, they're doing the same thing that they did with the other ones. They're like sticking within the design philosophy, which I think is stupid. Do something fun. Do something like the PlayStation controllers do, like the Xbox controllers do. Is that so much to ask?
Well, this is the first special edition Switch 2 Pro controller.
It sucks.
So maybe down the road we'll get a Bob Wolf approved Pro controller.
I mean, they did a similar thing with the Switch limited edition versions. A lot of them were really bad. They were just the Switch with like a little thing on it. Some of them, actually one, we got the fucking Mario one.
Yeah, that was the best one.
That was the only good one. Every once in a while, you get like a little thing, like the Animal Crossing one had a nice dot.
The Zelda ones were nice with like the little ornate details on it. Those are nice.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think the best one, the Mario and the Animal Crossing one, and the Tears of the Kingdom one, I think was maybe the best one.
Yeah.
But what's so hard about giving me a coat of paint? They do it on every other console manufacturer does it.
Look, man, Resident Evil is not exactly the most beautiful franchise in the world. It's known for like its like grungy, artist, like dirty.
They could have made it red.
But like clearly they're going for a black thing.
They made a fucking chainsaw GameCube controller.
Yeah, in the early 2000s, back when life was better.
That's awesome. Now life sucks.
Yes.
You only get 1,000 fonts on one controller.
Remember, video games suck now. And finally, the first ever Resident Evil amiibo is on the way in the form of Grace Ashcroft, the game's playable character. It is due out in the summer of 2026. Of course, given the speculation around Leon also being a playable character in Resident Evil Requiem, fans are wondering if Leon will become an amiibo as well.
That would be cool.
That would be rad.
We don't know what the amiibo looks like.
No, not yet. But this was part of so pre-orders for Resident Evil Requiem went live the other day. This was part of that announcement. They specifically called out this section of the main video for like the big Switch 2 reveals and stuff. You're getting a triple pack with the most recent games, the first person games. Does it say that
they are all game key cards?
Okay, that was my
first question.
System Shock. That is not going to be a game key card when that comes to Switch 2.
Okay,
but these are game key cards.
Okay. Thank God we got System Shock.
I'm messing up my horror games, but I think it's interesting that like Capcom is like the article says, throwing their entire weight behind the Switch 2. Like they were going whole hog into this thing with Requiem.
Capcom tried with the Switch 1. They were a little hesitant because obviously,
right,
it probably took a lot of work for them to do. But Capcom was pretty decent, and they've been pretty good recently. I think
Yeah.
that Capcom has been their games have been running really good, and they support them really well. I think, and people should give them a little more credit, even though their games are not always amazing, but they are pretty decent.
Yeah. I say, like, you know, the Resident Evil games have been like knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
Recently, so
Yeah. So I support it.
good shit.
Good shit. Last news, Rockstar Games.
Yeah, so this is I don't know why when people summarize one interview they have to break it up into 1,000 articles. But former Rockstar boss Dan Houser recently did the interview circuit. He was on Lex Friedman's podcast, and two interesting things were brought up. One was the status of The Agent, which was a spy thriller announced for the PlayStation 3 back in 2009. It was an exclusive PS3 game, but has since been disappeared, and it was never officially canceled. But eventually, like, they just went quiet on it. And according to Dan Houser on the Lex Friedman podcast, he said, "We worked on a lot of multiple iterations of an open world spy game, but it never came together. It had about 5 different iterations. I don't think it works. I concluded, and I keep thinking about it sometimes. I sometimes lie in bed thinking about it. And I've concluded that what makes them really good as film stories makes them not work as video games, or we need to think through how to do it in a way as a video game. The version of Agent Rockstar announced was set in the Cold War in the 70s, but Houser revealed this was just one version of many Rockstar tried and failed to turn into a fun video game. Indeed, there was a version set in the modern day that also failed to go anywhere. That was one of the versions, he said. There was another one that was set in the current. We had so many different versions of this game, and we worked with so many different teams." He concluded, espionage, assassinations, I don't know what it would have been, because we never got it enough to even do a proper story on it. We were doing the early work as you get the world up and running. It never really found its feet in either of them. And I sort of think I know why, because in one of those films, they're very frenetic and very beat to beat. You got to go here and save the world. You got to go there and stop the person being killed. The open world game does have moments like that when the story comes together, but for large portions, it's a lot looser, and you're just hanging out and you're just doing what you want. I want freedom. I want to go over here and do what I want. I want to go over there and do what you want. That's why it works so well in Criminal, because you fundamentally don't have anyone telling you what to do. We try and create external agency through these people kind of forcing you into a story at times, but as a spy that doesn't really work because you have to be against the clock. So I think for me, I question if you can even make a good open world spy game. So lots of things would work as an open world game, but I don't know if a spy does.
Just don't make it open world then.
I know, like how, like Rockstar,
everything needs to be open world.
Like Rockstar has made linear games before. The Warriors, Max Payne 3, like, it's not hard. Like, I think, okay, by 2009, like, that's post San Andreas. Like, I think that might even be before GTA 4. So, like, they kind of backed themselves into the corner. They became known as the open world people. So,
there's so many great spy games.
Yeah,
I don't understand what the issue. It sounds like he just doesn't like spy games.
I think he, like, again, like, they had gotten into this trap where, like, we're Rockstar, we're the open world people. We got to make an open world game. And so, like, they figured, you know, we'll for spy games what we did for criminal games with Grand Theft Auto. And it didn't work, which is fine. But, like, again, then just make it fucking linear. Like, you eventually made Max Payne 3. That was linear, and that game was great.
If he's worried about an open world spy game, because it sounds like you need to be told what to do, and when you're a criminal in Grand Theft Auto, you could do whatever you want, so it's different. If that's the issue, why aren't you just a rogue spy?
Yeah,
like a Jack Bauer or a Sam Fisher.
Yeah, something like that.
Do that. That'd be fine.
No, I feel like there could have been.
Who cares narratively? Like, the game just has to be fun.
Yeah. You know, like, I could see a situation where you are a spy and you're in a remote location.
What about literally Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah. And then later, also in that interview, He was asked about Grand Theft Auto and like why does it only take place in the US? And he answered. He said, "We made a little thing in London 26 years ago, GTA in London, for that was top down for PS1. That was pretty cute and fun. I think for a full GTA game, we always decided that there was so much Americana inherent in the IP, it would be really hard to make it work in London or anywhere else. You know, you need guns and you need larger than life characters. It just felt like the games was so much about America, possibly from an outsider's perspective, but that was so much about what the thing was that it would really have worked in. It wouldn't really have worked the same anywhere else."
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of games that take place all over the world and have guns, and you just kind of forget about like the guns,
Right?
You just kind of forget. You're like, okay, they're criminals, obviously.
But I think what he's getting at is, because we here in America on election day, we love guns. We got so many guns. When my kids were born, they handed them guns. That's how it works in this country. So like, and that plus the larger than life, cartoonish patriotism that like we exude from every pore. I'm crying red, white, and blue right now. I love this country so much.
I think that it's okay to just say that Grand Theft Auto is ingrained in a American culture. Like that it's a parody on American culture and American like crime and stuff. Like that's fine.
Yeah,
it's okay. There's plenty of stories that like only like imagine an American James Bond.
Yeah,
like that, something like that. Like obviously, like no one's asking for that.
Yeah, I think also too, like you think about it, like because technically, you want to get technical. Like a Dragon is basically Japanese Grand Theft Auto, but it's completely different style, completely different gameplay mechanics, completely different story. So you can't just take the Grand Theft Auto formula and move it to another country.
It would be very, very different.
Yeah.
It would feel different, and the story would be a completely different vibe.
Yeah,
we get the Grand Theft Auto vibe. It's a parody on American culture.
Yeah.
So Edward Bova really wants us to talk about how Rockstar was caught union busting. I think in London.
Yes. Well, that's where I think they're based in.
They have two offices.
Yeah. According to a report alongside a post from IWGB Games Workers Union's Blue Sky account, the roles of more than 30 staffers were terminated across both UK and Canadian offices on Thursday this week. Bloomberg notes that all of the employees were apparently a part of a private Discord group chat revolving around trade unions, with members of this group either part of the IWGB or currently attempting to organize at Rockstar. Alex Marshall, president of IWGB, offered this statement: "Rockstar has just carried out one of the most blatant and ruthless acts of union busting in the history of the games industry. This flagrant contempt for the law and for the lives of the workers who bring in billions is an insult to their fans and the global industry." I mean, huge if true. Probably true.
That, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Rockstar is a very big company.
They're a very big company. They're a very, I mean, allegedly they're better now. They're different now.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've heard them breaking up unions.
This isn't, I mean, I don't know about breaking up unions, but they have like had a bad history of like crunch and forcing people to stay late and like, trying to get their games like done and out the door, allegedly like they've been better, like they're trying to alleviate a lot of that, like which they can, like they have more money than God, like they can take their time with everything. So, but more things change, more things stay the same.
Cheshire Cheeser, thanks for the 8 months. And Scott the Sloth, thanks for the 1,000 bits. Love you guys, but Monster Hunter Wilds runs the like dog water, Bob. Oh. Which one's that?
Is that the most recent one? There's so many Monster Hunters, man.
I did not play this one. I bet you it runs fine now. I think they updated it. Whatever. Tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week.
This is from Art Eater. I just thought it was cool. Wow, this early concept of Shadow the Hedgehog goes hard. What the F? Look at this. You ever seen this?
I've never
I don't
never
know if
seen
I've ever
this.
seen this. This is early concept art for Shadow the Hedgehog, and it is just Sonic, but with longer quills, and he's got a big slash on his eye.
Yeah.
That looks sick as hell.
Interesting.
Looks really cool. I have no idea what he's holding, like a sword or something. I think that's a knife.
Maybe.
Oh, it's a knife. Is that a brass knuckle knife?
Those are those are definitely brass knuckles or like rings on his fingers or something.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Interesting.
He's doing like a smirk.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
And I'm surprised we haven't seen this. I'm surprised they haven't done anything with that design.
Well, I mean, why would they? Because they have the final design.
Shadow is just Venom Snake of Big Boss Snake. I mean, this Shadow, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to talk to you guys.
Yes. Let's start with people who left comments on last week's Wolf Den Podcast over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Wolf Den Podcast.
Professor Rock says, I just have to say that this podcast is one of the highlights of my week. My life is great, but listening to Will and Bob always takes me back to hanging out with my two bros, talking about gaming and the randomness of life.
Thank you.
Now you can hang out with us.
Yeah.
Dr. Diva says, not to sound like a grandpa, but boy, did we have it good back in the day. Gaming nowadays is depressing, predatory, and profit-driven at the expense of a good product. It's really sad. Hey, just find the games that aren't like that. They're just, you just got to dig a little deeper.
Yeah, that's the problem. You got to do your own work to find the games that you want to play.
Just don't buy AAA games.
Yeah.
And you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
But you're right. TJ Meyer says, have you guys watched the Splinter Cell adaptation on Netflix? I'm only 2 episodes in, and it's pretty good. I've heard that it's pretty good.
I've heard it's good.
It got a good
Yeah,
rating.
I watched the opening credits of it, and that was fun. But I haven't seen the full show yet.
I don't know if I will. I'm not a show guy.
It's hard because, like, as proven, Michael Ironside is the voice of Sam Fisher.
Yeah,
like
that's another thing.
They tried to replace him with that guy in Splinter Cell Blacklist, and he sucks.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
I will say they got Liev Schreiber, who I ran into one time at the beach in Montauk.
And you said,
no, we walked past him and we were like, "The fucking Liev Schreiber."
okay.
And it was because a friend of mine went back and talked to him. Point is, he plays Sam Fisher, and he sounds fine.
He sounds fine from what I've heard.
Yeah. He sounds like he gets it. He's not like just like coasting. So
The Beast on Drum says, we desperately need a hemorrhoid severity game rating scale.
that would actually help me out a lot. Forget putting that should be included in the verified on the Steam page, Steam verified.
And also on the eShop.
Yeah.
Because that's a portable console.
Yeah.
A lot of
So,
people shouldn't play in the game.
Look, Microsoft, if you're serious about embracing the handhelds market, like add that to the Xbox page.
So true. Jeff T Magic says, y'all are the best and always. Why is everybody so positive?
I know.
Y'all are the best and always look forward to the podcast. I'm all about the console life. I do not want to go to PC. Shit's too expensive with how graphics card become obsolete within a few years. Consoles were nice and easy. I got a Switch and an Xbox One. So many games still look amazing on Xbox One. Playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider now, and it's just incredible looking still. The jungles and lighting up feels like a movie. I've gotten so many games for dirt cheap on sale. Xbox One and PlayStation 4, man, it's still going to look good.
Yeah.
Not much has changed from that generation to this generation.
Yeah, I think
it's just the resolution.
Yeah. We're really like into like the diminishing returns in terms of like graphical fidelity from generation to generation.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not going to be able to know the difference between a PlayStation 6 game and a PlayStation 5. Like I guarantee it. You know, so and the fact that, you know, they're still making games for last gen, you know, just because there's such a huge market on it still.
Yeah.
So, and look, we're not saying that like, you know, console gaming is over. It clearly isn't. But I think for a lot of people, and us specifically, like PC gaming is looking more and more enticing every day. I know that guy is already more or less like switched over.
Yeah, I'm pretty much.
And I've been like looking at like cheap PCs, like pricing out parts and like, do I want to get the Frameworks desktop? Because that's about the size I want. Do I want to be a cheap bastard and get like one of those B-Leak Nucks that Retro Game Core is always like showcasing?
I got a laptop for you if you want a laptop.
maybe. So, but yeah, like that's where we're at, man. Like it's looking more and more enticing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it provides me a lot more versatility, but also like I like the technology of it. Like I like futzing around with the stuff and seeing how far I can push it. So
That's like the one thing that like is, keeping me from going full PC
Yeah.
is I don't like futzing around. I just want it to work.
I mean, I did just want it to work.
Yeah.
I did like how consoles I could just get it to work. But then I saw that I had the versatility of Steam Deck and playing it on a PC.
Yeah.
And I could, like, on a Switch, you can bring your game wherever. You can play it on docked, you can play it in handheld. But on Steam, you can play it on handheld on your Steam Deck, or you can play it double the resolution, double the frame rate on your desktop. So, like, docking it, quote unquote, is like way better of an experience because you're playing it on a whole new device. But that device is a lot more money. A gaming PC is pretty expensive.
I do think though, like with the advent of Steam and even like other games like the Epic Game Store and like dedicated launches and stuff, it's easier to get games running on PCs now than it was like even 5 years ago.
I downloaded Arc Raiders last night, the new game. Loaded instantly, ran fine instantly, didn't have to change any settings.
Right.
Same thing with Battlefield, the Red Sec, the Battle Royale. Downloaded it, booted it up, didn't have to change a thing. Everything just worked great.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is getting a lot.
Yeah.
I think that just PCs have so much horsepower now that games are just able to figure it out, and it's been fine for the most part. There's still some games that like chug, but like for the most part, AAA games that are just coming out are just fine.
Yeah.
I caved and bought an Ein Thor after. We're in the chat, by the way. Caved and I bought an Ein Thor after seeing your review on this and the 1X Sugar. Clear purple, 16 gigabytes, 1 terabyte with accessory set. Did I have an affiliate link? I hope I did. Because a lot of people have been telling me that. Kyrick thanks for 100 bits. Love you both. Stay awesome, Wolf Bros. Thank you. Why don't you read some chat while I see if I got a shiny? I have to turn the volume on, though.
Hey, bros. YouTube recommended me an 11-year-old video from your channel. Will was quizzed on Batman comics. You guys seemed so happy and carefree back then. Yeah, that was before the weight of the world like came crashing down on us.
I think I heard a shiny the second I turned the volume on. Hold on.
All right, well, you do that.
Oh my God, it's a shiny alpha.
Oh boy,
it's a skidoo.
He's just adding words.
It's a shiny skidoo. Oh, he's pissed the fuck off. He's gonna kill me.
I don't even know what a skidoo looks like.
I don't know either. I see it. Oh, I killed him. Oh no. Wait, why can't I catch him? Why can't I catch him? Do I have to like straight up kill him? Oh yeah, I killed him.
Skidoo is a grass type Pokemon introduced in Gen 6.
Dude, I got a motherfucking skidoo.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
An alpha skidoo. That's sick.
Shiny alpha.
Just by sitting here on the pocket, it's supposed to be a 1 in 4,000 chance of getting a shiny, and I've gotten 2 today.
Okay. But what are the odds of getting an alpha?
A little higher. I don't know about that alpha. Each wild area seems to have like one alpha in it. An alpha Pokemon is just a big one with red eyes.
Okay.
Am I even saying that right? Anyway, now I'm just going to run around and see if there's any more
shinies.
Okay. So the thing with shinies, Will.
Yes.
Is when you're doing this whole thing where you're loading the game in over and over again, the game, if a shiny pops up, the shiny will stay there.
Okay.
But the rest of the Pokemon will load it.
Okay.
And you up to 10 shinies will be there at once. So, there's potential. Oh, there's another one! And it's an Alpha Esper. That is also shiny, I think. I'm about to fucking die. He's going to kill me. That would suck if he killed me. Wrong Pokemon. Get out of the way. There's a Pokemon literally jumped in the way of my Pokeball. I got a shiny Esper. Did I get a shiny Esper?
What did I say?
Yeah, he's just a little pinker. Cool. We got 2 shinies in this one.
Hey,
pocket.
all right. Snake Eater says, okay, so you guys know I'm a Metal Gear fan.
You don't say.
No, surprise. I tried Splinter Cell 1 thinking I would love it, and
I got a shiny Pikachu.
I tried Splinter Cell 1 thinking I would love it, and it's okay. It's good, but I don't know. Meh, is there another Splinter Cell game I should try? Blacklist. The problem is, I think you're expecting Metal Gear when you play Splinter Cell. They're two very different kinds of games. Splinter Cell is more of a, especially the early games, they're more like sim. Like they're very serious and like they take like the stealth gameplay very seriously. So you have to be like almost perfect in what you do. The later games like give you a little bit more leeway in that. Conviction especially, but also Blacklist, they're a lot faster.
Conviction is my favorite. Conviction has very fast stealth.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Metal Gear, but the stealth is you run fast and you can like chain attacks together, and it's really cool. I don't expect Metal Gear, but expect like a twist on the formula.
Conviction is also like much more linear than I think a lot of stealth games. Blacklist opens it up a little bit more. But you have to deal with the not Michael Ironside voice actor doing Sam Fisher.
Yeah, I didn't like Blacklist. I liked Conviction a lot. I people didn't like that one because it was too different.
Yeah.
I liked the original Splinter Cells, but they, compared to Metal Gear, they felt more simmy.
Yeah.
It's a Tom Clancy game.
Yeah.
So they felt like they didn't feel smooth and
They
fluid.
were trying to go for like the realism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cool mechanic of Splinter Cell games is hiding in shadows.
Yeah.
You go between shadows, and that's really cool. But Conviction's my favorite. Just play Conviction, I would say.
Yeah.
That's not a good representation of the whole franchise, but it's my favorite, so fucking just play that one. I got 3 shinies. Man, that shiny Pikachu is going to be sick with Mega Raichu X and Y comes out in the DLC. Ooh, I don't know. You're saying a lot of words to me. You can evolve Esper? I didn't even know that.
Look at you
I
learning
learned
so much.
about Pokemon.
I'm telling you, man, you're going to become a Pokemon YouTuber and you're going to be the master of learning everything about Pokemon.
I'm going to know so much.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we got 3 shinies, and I'm not even done looking. I just decided I was doing too much looking, so I'll look a little more later. That's crazy. Bob, Digimon Time Stranger when? Don't do that. That game does look pretty sick though. It looks like the way Pokemon should be.
Right.
Hey Bob, did you see the Menace cinematic trailer? I don't know what you're talking about. What is that?
Is that like a game?
The Phantom Menace?
Menace on Steam. Lead a strike force against an alien threat in this turn-based tactical RPG from the developers of Battle Brothers. Turn-based tactical RPG. That's right up Bob's
Right
alley.
up my alley. Love turn-based tactical.
I mean, there's a demo.
Ooh, I like demos. I'm not going to play it. When are you going to play Ball X Pit? Loving Ball X Pit.
Yeah, I guess I should try Ball.
It's very hard.
I wanted to try the 2 Ninja Gaiden games, but like haven't had a chance to do that.
I fell off of the 3D one. It's good, but there's a lot of mechanics, and I haven't played it in a week. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's just not going to happen for me. So, Will, what is your opinion on Grace Caroline Curry wanting to play Wonder Woman?
Sure.
Anybody can be like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey? Seems to have snatched up the IMAX theaters that Spider-Man Brand New Day might have played it. I don't think people really care about Spider-Man in IMAX.
I mean, I'm sure it would have been fun to see, but
Yeah,
I think like, you know,
those people will just go see it regular
yeah.
and like not care.
I think like, you know, Christopher Nolan has made his whole career about like, I'm going to just do a regular ass movie in IMAX. And like, that's been like a big deal. And like Oppenheimer did really well in IMAX. So like, he kind of has a stranglehold on that market now. So there was no way anything was going to be in theaters other than Odyssey. I'm sure that movie would have looked fine in a regular movie theater though. Yeah, whatever. IMAX movies are like $50 a ticket, and like there's none around here. I don't want to go into the city to see a movie, so I wasn't gonna watch it in IMAX anyway.
I don't want to. I mean, I'm gonna end up seeing this movie on the back of a plane seat. So
I'm probably gonna wind up watching it when it comes to Peacock or whatever.
I'm gonna watch on the back of a plane seat and go, "This is what everybody was saying.
Yeah.
It was a big deal." How many millions of dollars did they spend on this?
Uh,
All right. Anybody else got anything interesting to say? Brand New Day leaks sound kind of cheeks though. Because you're experiencing the movie through a leak.
yeah,
Like information from the movie should be given to you in the movie.
exactly. You know, it's
In the way that the movie wants you to receive the information. If you know it beforehand and then you go into the movie, you're going to be like, "Oh, well, that sucks."
yeah, like you're getting like out of context bits and pieces of it, and you're also probably not getting the right information. Let's not forget, like
It could be wrong.
it could be anything. You know, all we really know about the movie is that it's Spider-Man. The Punisher's in it for some reason, and I think that's funny. I think it'll be funny to see Tom Holland's Spider-Man go up against John Bernthal's Punisher, because what is that idiot gonna do?
I like the tone clashes.
Yes.
I want to see that in DC. I know that they don't want the Batman to be Batman in the universe, but like, why not?
I think
Give me the tone clash.
I think we
want that.
will see that, because like I saw episode 1 of Peacemaker, and it's the same universe as Superman. Like, yeah, there's a tone clash right there. Like, there's no way that much blood is ever going to appear in a Superman movie, or that many dicks and boobs.
All these characters are vastly different.
Yeah.
And that's how the world is.
I'm
There's
curious.
vastly different tones.
I think the real test will be when the Green Lantern show comes out, because they're hyping that up as a true detective style TV show. And I'm curious to see how you do like a serious Green Lantern show.
I'm excited to see how there's a big opportunity for them to have multiple Green Lanterns, for them to pass the torch. Like,
well, I think that's what the show is gonna, because like you have the Guy Gardner Green Lantern, as you saw in Superman, but then the show is gonna be about Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan.
Okay.
And Hal Jordan is like significantly older.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it's gonna be about. It's gonna be about like the generations of the Lanterns.
Okay.
So.
It's Spider-Man, Punisher's there, and Spidey apparently. You know what? I'm not gonna read that. I don't want to know. That's it. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, the WULFF DEN Podcast is every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/WULFFDEN and youtube.com/WULFFDEN Podcast. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we always put the archive version up over on youtube.com/WULFFDEN Podcast, so you can go and check us out over there on demand whenever you want. But if you prefer to listen to us rather than the watches, you can do that as well, because we're also an audio podcast on any and every podcast service, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Audible.com. The list goes on, but no matter where you get the show from, folks, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us, because that helps us with placement on those respective platforms.
I don't see any more shinies. I'm gonna make a video about this on Thursday, and then I'll live stream on twitch.tv/WULFFDEN. I want to record a part for my video while we're here. I left this running during the podcast that we just did, and I got 3 whole shinies.
We're so proud of him, folks. Like, our mom called during the middle of this and she was crying. She was so happy. So happy.
Wait, what are the 3 shinies you got? Pikachu, Esper, Skidoo.
Skidoo.
Thanks for watching. Go watch AJ. Bye.
Bye.